Today we're going to talk about central idea. Central idea is the thought, concept, notion, or impression that is of greatest importance in the text or a portion of the text. It can be implied or stated. So, what are the key words there? Greatest importance. So, central idea is going to be the thought, concept, notion, or impression that's the greatest importance. So it's not going to be a tiny detail. It's not going to be the color of the dog. It's not going to be the color of the house. Those are very small details. It's not going to be somebody's birth date. If you're reading about a person, that's going to be a small detail. It can be implied, which is going to be that you read the whole thing and then you draw the conclusion of what it is, or it could be stated. Sometimes, if you're reading a news article, they may have the central idea there in the first sentence. It may say, what it's going to be about, and it may say the central idea right there in the first sentence, or it may say it in the last sentence. It could be stated, or it could be implied, where you read the entire text and then you draw the conclusion from that. Based on details, you draw the conclusion of the central idea. The central idea is going to be supported by the details. Okay? I've created some sentence starters to try to help you to come up with sentences that may state the central idea. So the central idea is could possibly say the struggle of, or the benefit of, or the stages of, or the challenges of, the description of. So if you're reading and the text is all about Madonna, then you could say the central idea is the description of Madonna's life and her impact on society. If you're reading it and it's all about how whales and dolphins are similar and different, you could say the central idea is the similarities and differences between whales and dolphins. If the passage you're reading is about butterflies and it talks about the stages of their life cycle, you could say the central idea is the stages of the butterfly's life cycle. Okay? Not small details. Small details are not going to be a part of the central idea. It's the greatest importance. We're talking big idea. Let's practice. Building a case. I stole some books from my boy's bookshelf. Building a case. It's all about police officers and detectives. I'm not going to read it to you, but it's all about police officers and detectives and what they do. They find evidence, then there's a possible solution. So I would say the central idea is the description of a police officer's job. It describes it. It says he does this and he does this and this. You could also say the stages of a crime scene, because it talked about drawing the picture. It talked about DNA evidence. Okay? That would also work. Building a case. All right. Welcome to Hong Kong. Welcome to Hong Kong. I'm not going to read it to you word by word, but I will tell you that it talks about traveling to Hong Kong, what you might see in Hong Kong, how you need a passport, the customs, the food that they eat. So what would be a central idea? The central idea is the description of traveling to Hong Kong. Got it? All right, you try. I'm going to show you two, and then I'm going to pause it and let you try, and then we'll come back together and see how you did. So I have firefighters need our support. What do you think? Not going to read the whole thing to you, but it says, I'm writing this letter for the fire department. They will get less money next year, and I think this is a big problem. Firefighters are very important because they handle car wrecks, they put out fires. Firefighters need lots of equipment. It costs money for the equipment. They have very tall ladders to put out fires in buildings. So lots of information about firefighters. All right, take a second. Tell me what you think. Remember to use a sentence starter. The central idea is what do you think? All right, what did you say? I hope you paused the video and tried. The central idea is the benefits of having firefighters. They put out fires. Absolutely. We need to support them. So you could also say the description of the firefighter's occupation. That would work as well. All right, last one. Ants on the move. Ants on the move. What do you think this is going to describe? It describes ants moving, taking care of their queen as they live in a colony. Okay, what is the central idea? It's talking about how they work in a colony. Male ants live in at certain times of the year. Male ant's job is to father new ants. The queen sets the eggs. Look at the stages. So we have stages here. Can you see? Stage 2, stage 3, and then we have the parts of a plant, of an ant. All right, pause the video. Tell me what you think. What is the central idea? Okay, I hope you've tried hard. What is the central idea? The central idea is the stages of the ant's colony, right? They do this, and they do this. They live together. You could also say a description of the ants' colony and how they survive and work together to be successful. If you have more questions about central idea, email your teacher and have a great day.